It's certainly been a big week in the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator, from the Next World Update news, a development live stream from the Microsoft dev team, and also the next aircraft and avionics update number 2, and a lot more. Not to mention all the releases in the marketplace, including updates from all your favorite third-party developers. We've got you covered with all of this in one weekly news video, so let's jump into it. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, PMDG dropped an update for the community on all things PMDG, including the 737 for Xbox, the 777 development, and also the EFB. The team is happy with the progress of the 737 on the console platform, and it's behaving as expected. However, the team is holding off on releasing the 737 until they have more clarification on the livery packs. PMDG will release the livery packs separately for $4.99 USD. Ideally, they wanted to release these for free, but they're not able to due to the minimum amount on the marketplace per item. At this stage, we don't have an understanding on why PMDG is not releasing the livery packs with the aircraft as a base package. The team is seeking clarification from Microsoft on the time frame so they can release the livery packs and the aircraft at the same time, so the saga on this one continues. On the 777 front, PMDG mentions that work is going well and they will provide more information when they can showcase the 777 correctly. As of the EFB, the team has been making great strides overcoming the hurdles of sending and receiving data from C++ to WASM. We don't have a release date on this one yet, but of course we will keep you posted. Videos have been surfacing this week of the in-development sound set for the Aerosoft Airbus A330. In this video, which I'll leave a link below, we've been treated to some internal and external sounds of the Airbus with a headphone simulation effect on. This is still a work in progress, but still left mixed feelings in the comments of the video from the community saying that the sounds don't sound right. The link in the description below if you want to check out the full sound set preview. The 330 is still in a beta for the moment, and with this sound set still in a work in progress, we may still be waiting a few weeks before we receive any indication on release notifications from Aerosoft. Simworks Studios is nearly completion on the PC-12. The team mentioned this week they've had some setbacks in the development. However, the exterior modeling is now complete, the flap animations are finished, the liveries are all done, and the ground equipment such as chocks are all completed. At the moment, the team is considering animating the de-icing boots, but for now they have not included it in the package. When it comes to the interior, the cockpit painters are working on the material finishes. The avionics system is shaping up nicely, and the team is focusing on ensuring the systems are as realistic as possible. Simworks Studios is planning on releasing the PC-12 in 2 or 3 stages to ensure each stage meets the high standard that the team is trying to reach for. They are going for a new benchmark with this release, which means the development will take a little bit longer. The first variant will release as a 4-blade prop version of the PC-12, and in future updates we'll see a 5-bladed variant and also cargo and commuter interiors. For now, there is no ETA and when we'll see the first stage release. As always, we'll keep you posted on any more development news. Kicking off this week's first release, and it goes to the team over A1R Designs with their SH2. The SH2 is a single engine light amphibian wooden monocoque aircraft. This was a unique Soviet aircraft that was built in the 1930s, and it was used mainly as a transporter due to its capabilities to land on the water and also the land. During World War II, the SH2 was used as a reconnaissance aircraft on the hunt for submarines. Features included in the release is computations, fluid dynamics, a switchable set of gauges and labels consistent with the original layout of the cockpit, PBR high definition materials, and audio kinetic wire sound set. You can pick up your copy of the A1R Designs SH2 from the Just Flight store. I'll leave a link in the description below. At this stage, no confirmation if we'll see this in a marketplace release in the future. The competition is heating up over London City this week, with UK 2000 releasing its rendition of London City Airport. London City Airport is the 5th busiest airport in London and averagely serves about 5 million passengers a year. Originally, London City's runway was 1,080 meters in length with a glide slope of 7.5 degrees. This severely limited the type of aircraft options that was available for the airport. After a short time, the runway was extended to accommodate more types of aircraft, with an extension placed at the runway to 1,508 meters, and then it changed the glide slope angle to 5.5. The airport mainly serves at British Airways, but it does have visitors from other airliners such as KLM, Logan Air, LOT, Lufthansa, and more. Features include in the package is full detailed buildings, realistic ground markings, PBR materials, animated train, static aircraft, which is optional to switch on and off, high detail airport vehicles. The airport has been developed with performance in mind, and you can pick up your copy of UK 2000's London City directly from their store. I'll leave a link in the description below. In addition to UK 2000's release, Orbex has announced a version 2 of their version of the airport to release sometime soon. From the looks of it, we have many options available when it comes to London City. In our next release for the week, this goes to Parorgn's hangar as they release the Alouette 3. Hopefully I said that correctly. This is an iconic helicopter that was designed by the manufacturer Sud Aviation in France during the 1950s. This helicopter serves many different roles over the last 6 decades, from military operations to civilian missions. It's powered by a single turboshaft engine that outputs 870 horsepower and has a maximum speed of about 120 knots and a range over 270 nautical miles. Features included in the package is a detailed exterior and interior model, exclusive sound package, detailed animations, detailed flight model. You can pick up your copy over at the flightsim.to website in the payware section, and as always, I'll leave a link in the description below. Jepson 2001 has released another impressive scenery package. This time the team has taken to Niagara Falls. This package provides upgrades to the Victoria Falls, Hogwarts Express train, and Falcon Field and the Niagara area. This mod is packed with features of animated waterfalls, realistic sounds, mist and lighting effects, realistic 3D model hotels, casinos, and Niagara Falls city skyline. The Niagara heliport has been included in the package, and it has handcrafted terminals, animated doors, hangars, and all the interiors, and with 13 helipads to choose from. You can pick up your copy of the Jepson's 2001 Niagara Falls City Pack and Heliport. It's available over in the InSim Marketplace store for both PC and Xbox, or over on the Sim Market store for PC. I'll leave a link in the description below. SoFly offer a number of products for Microsoft Flight Simulator, catering to new pilots for the sim and all the way to very experienced pilots. As a flight sim content creator, my favorite SoFly product is Weather Presets Pro, which comes in really handy when the weather is not behaving itself and you can change the weather to be more dramatic or even to a perfect day. Other products I like to use is Landing Challenge Pro, Flight Simulator Guide, which is the manual to Microsoft Flight Simulator, the one that should have been, Storms for pilots who want to chase some of the biggest storms in the world's history. I will leave a link in the description below, or where you can go and check out SoFly products, and I would like to thank SoFly for sponsoring this video. Moving on to this week's development news, and we have a lot of it. Earlier this week we had the Microsoft development live stream where the team shared what they have in store for us over the next 3 months. This development live stream generally provides a overlook of what the team is planning to release when it comes to aircraft, scenery, and sim update wise. The team has started off with a few updates from previous releases. The first one is the Antonov 225. This is fast reaching its $1 million milestone. This is great news, as all the funds are being donated to Antonov themselves to help build the next AN 225. The ATR is the biggest buzz in the last couple of weeks, and now it's Microsoft's fastest selling in-house aircraft to date. The development team is currently working on updates for the ATR, which will see the first one on around the 9th of May, and this will include Navigraph capability. Hawaii was in the last world update, which was number 13, and it missed its photogrammic update. This was due to bad weather and the team wasn't able to obtain the data. The team is currently working on this, and we will see an update sometime soon, but there's no date that has been confirmed just yet. Moving on to more future developments, World Update 14 has been pushed back to the 11th of July. There's no confirmed target region that has been announced just yet, apart from a teaser we saw on the development livestream. May we will see patches for the ATR, the DHC 4 Antonov 225, and also the Antonov 2. There's no other updates from the team in May, which might be a stable time for third-party developers to release some of their products. In June, we will see the second of the city update series. This one's going to be France, and it'll have 5 cities. There's also going to be one new handcrafted airport, which is developed by I&I Builds, and this is to be released on 19th of June. Alongside the city update, we'll see the next local Legends aircraft, this one being the 631, and it's built from the same developers that did the Spruce Goose, which was part of the 40th anniversary update. A famous fly is scheduled for the 23rd of June, which has not been announced yet, and Jorg, the CEO of Flight Sim, did mention on the development live stream there's currently 100 aircraft that is planned or in development, either from their team or in partnership with other developers. Lastly, for June, which was pretty much the main update this month on the development livestream, was the second aircraft avionics update. This one is focused on the Microsoft Dreamliner and Boeing 747. Both aircraft will receive similar updates around LNAV, RNAV, and VFR approaches, auto throttle updates, V-speed updates, full set of autopilot modes including land, flare, and rollout, overhaul screens, visual displays, updated system simulations, updated flight model based on actual performance data, and there's more updates than what I've just mentioned here, but it's clear to see that the 2 aircraft are receiving a complete overhaul from the working total team, and they do great quality work. I'll leave a link in the description below if you'd like to check out the full development live stream from the team this week. This week we have a new backlog update. This week we're seeing 731 products currently in backlog, which is 106 less than what we saw last week. Microsoft seems to count Xbox and PC as 2 separate products, so if the developer releases an aircraft, it releases them both on PC and Xbox. Looks like the team is counting it twice, so the backlog may not be as large as it appears. That being said, it's great to see it going down and more products being released on the marketplace, which our console users have been very much looking forward to. Aircrafts are down by 9 from last week, sceneries are down by 12 last week, and airports are down by 49 from last week. This week on the marketplace, we've seen a whopping 124 products released on the store, which may be one of the biggest releases we have seen yet. 71 of these available on PC and 53 of these available on Xbox. Bear in mind, some of these may be double ups, as I mentioned before. This week's highlights, we've seen the Got Friends Astro 1, the Azure Polytransel C160, and the MS Sceneries B0105. All of these available on PC and Xbox. Another great addition to the Xbox releases, and this one is from the team over at Just Flight as they released their whole Arrow GA fleet. I guess there's been many Xbox users have been waiting for this one to release on console. In the other releases, we're seeing an extensive range of airport sceneries and mission packs. Thank you for getting this far in the video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That way we can let you know when our next flight sim video or stream goes live. Thank you very much for your support.